G'day, and welcome to Great Southern Travellers.
I'm Emma.
And I'm Joe.
We've recently given up our jobs and started on our lap of Australia.
Dive in and join us every Thursday for the adventure.
Well, it's day one. We've left the Central Coast and heading to the Warrumbungles, up through Hunter Valley and heading through Merriwa, and we saw this from the road. Had to stop and look at the decorative silos.
Hey guys, it is day one of our lap of Australia. I suppose yesterday was maybe day one.
Yeah, today's definitely day two.
Yeah, okay, day two. So it's day two. We have woken up this morning in Warrumbungles National Park, which we kind of hid at the dark last night. We hid dusk and did the kind of
kangaroo watch
with kangaroos everywhere. Set up a camp last night, very simply, and today we're going for our first hike. So we're going to take on Mount Exmouth, which is the highest peak in the Warrumbungles.
It's about 17.5k return.
Yeah, 17.5k return loop. A lot of fire trails, so I'm not sure how interesting it'll be, but I think it'll be good for us to just get some miles into the legs again and get used to going. Ready to set off?
Chat to you on our walk.
I'm absolutely blowing. So we're 2k from the top of Mount Exmouth. We've just done fire trail for the first 6k, and then it's coming to this tight little set of switchbacks and paths meandering its way all the way to the top. Pretty rocky underfoot, lots of scree down the side, and it's pretty warm, eh?
We just walked to the top of Exmouth. Pretty steep ascent for the last kilometre or so.
2.5.
The whole thing was pretty steep, to be honest. It's about 9 and a bit up here. Mostly fire trail until you kind of hit the part where you actually climb the actual mountain. But it's really nice up here. Had to keep clapping, hoping to not get any snakes along the way.
Having a break? Oh.
The end?
The end.
The end of
Say something. I've got nothing.
the end of a 20 kilometre walk. It's very hot today.
It says 17 point something, eh?
I know.
My watch is done.
Normally it's shorter than what it says it will be. But yeah, we're just coming in now. The view of the car park.
It said 5 hours to 7 hours. We're at the 4 hour mark.
4 hours. Not too
We
bad.
might have hit it too fast.
Maybe. We're feeling it now. But definitely worth it. Good.
Yeah.
Cold drink now.
Super duper.
Death to the coffee machine. It's finally happened. Well, I don't think finally. We really hoped it would not happen at all. But the coffee machine isn't going to work. So I think we're going to have to come up with a plan C. Because plan B was getting a new inverter. Plan C is probably going to have to be a hand press for me. And you're okay with doing a plunger? But
Well, if we're doing a hand press, we'll do a hand press. This is, good morning by the way. This has been, I think, probably our greatest struggle. Most of the stuff, we've set stuff up and it's worked and we've been okay. We both wanted, but particularly one of us wanted a coffee machine, understandably, to give us decent coffee without the
thing that
cost on the road.
confuses me is that it works. It worked a couple of times. So every time we'd been before, we'd had hot coffee. So hence my surprise this morning when it really became apparent.
Yesterday as well, it didn't work.
No, yesterday.
Yesterday we compromised on it making us cold coffee, and this morning the inverter blew. which is fairly significant, I guess.
Yeah.
In other news, it is the morning after yesterday's long walk. We got back here about, what, 2 o'clock yesterday, and did...
Nothing.
Sweet FA, yeah, pretty much.
We got on the creek though.
We got on the creek,
and actually
cooled down.
We've made a note to ourselves, every time we go down to a creek or a lake or a river or something, take our river shoes, because that's what they're for. Today's
plans are to go to Pincham Car Park, which is just along by the main visitor centre in Warrumbungles, and there's a few walk options from there. There's a Grand High Tops walk, which is meant to be one of Australia's top 10 walks, so obviously we're quite keen to do that in the sense of we'd like to do it or have done it, but on the back of yesterday I'm not quite sure where we're at. So that's our plan for the day. Obviously we'll take you with us and we'll see what we do and see what we see.
We're going to do the Spirey View lookout. So we're debating between this one and Fans Walk, but this one's double the kilometres, but about the same amount of time. So, and apparently has a better view. So it'd be nice to get to see a view from a different side of Warrumbungle National Park.
So this takes us onto the Eastern Ranges. That's right, that's the right word. It takes us onto the Eastern Ranges. We didn't quite fancy the 14.5k walk today after yesterday's 17.5k. It's about 6.6 kilometres, mostly along the creek, and then we climbed the last couple of 100 metres up to get a good view across to the bread knife and that sort of stuff, which is some of the iconic things we got to see here in the Warrumbungles.
We're going now?
Back to the car. Is that flight on the lens? Not quite. It's getting there. It's getting there. What?
Yeah, it's on the lens. Off you go.
Hence the great Australian salute. Off I go. Where? Back. Okay. What's happening, Boo?
There are guns on the track.
They're in our way.
We have to cross the bridge.
What's the children's story about the goat and the bridge?
Billy goats.
I thought it was 3 billy goats. Gruff.
3. Oh.
Down you go, guys. So, it's day 4 of our lap. We had a bit of an odd day today. I had a fever in the night, so I didn't get much sleep. And then we got greeted by a pretty hectic electric storm this morning, so we ended up packing up camp and leaving fairly early before the rain came through. Made our way down towards Dubbo. We actually stopped halfway so I could get a couple of hours kip, which was necessary. And then we spent the day in Dubbo, just having a little bit of a mooch, and then also picking up some supplies, things that we realised after a few days on the road that we need. Didn't realise before, or things that we've missed in the rush to pack, picking up some of those. We're now a free camp, just about 9 clicks north of Dubbo. We're going to have a nice easy night, chill out, get some sleep hopefully, and just take it all from there. Hooroo.
Next time on Great Southern Travellers. And this actually blast pattern and the open mine was only actually created.
I'm itching like a man on a fuzzy tree. My friends say I'm acting queer as a duck. I'm in love.
Wow.